Welcome back to the Yaffee program. I feel like the show really moved by fast today. It's a good thing. What can I say? It's that show where you can count on the latest news, the important guests, and the best analysis, all for your morning commute. So it's also that time of the show where we do the Yaffee program rewind. Yes, recapping what we talked about today on the show. It's brought to you by Jay's Appliance Outlet. If you need a new appliance, whether it's a refrigerator, a washer, a dryer, maybe you want a freezer for your garage, maybe you need a new stove, your oven's not working right, your microwave isn't working right, you can get up to 60% off on new appliances at Jay's Appliance Outlet. Their selection is great. So if you're driving on 72 in Athens, right next to the Dollar General, you see it. You can't miss it. Go inside and see the best prices on new appliances. Plus, they service what they sell. They pride themselves on that. So not only do you get a new appliance for a great price, but they can fix it if something happens in the future. So that appliance is working a long time. They make that promise at Jay's Appliance Outlet in Athens. So give them a call today to find out what they got right now. Dial pound 250, say the keywords Jay's Appliance Outlet, pound 250 Jay's Appliance Outlet. When you go, let them know Yaffee sent you. So at the beginning of the show, I was talking about my op-ed at yellowhammernews.com where I basically said, I said in the headline, Doug Jones is not actually running for governor. Now go ahead and play cut one of Doug Jones, Walker, to remind people why this is not a serious campaign. Play cut one.
Well, folks, the damn Supreme Court did it. I did not think they would. I did not, truly. I've been a lawyer for a long time, and I have followed the Supreme Court, and I followed the way they act on this incredibly malignant way that they do this emergency docket without any real thought or other than political. Tonight, Alabama has officially rejoined the old Confederacy. Officially rejoined the old Confederacy. And by God, the Supreme Court not only allowed them to have it, they facilitated it. This is just absolutely outrageous. Not only did the Roberts Court now basically throw judicial consideration out the window, they are essentially saying, we are so partisan. It doesn't matter what happens. We're going to decide this on a partisan issue. Hell, everybody wants Supreme Court decision reform. Why expand it? Let's just elect Supreme Court judges on a partisan basis. Let's just elect Republican judges and Democrat judges, and let's see who wins out on that nationwide.
So the reason I played that is because that is not what someone would say or do who actually wants to win an election in Alabama for governor. We've officially rejoined the Confederacy. This is not a serious campaign. The people of Alabama are not his audience. He wants a gig on CNN or something like that. So he goes on weird diatribes like that, and it does nothing to help a campaign, which he knows he really doesn't have a chance to begin with. So we talked about that at the beginning of the show. The podcast is up, played more cuts of him. We have the Alabama bullet points as well. I do that every day on the show. I post it on social media as well. So like the Yaffee Facebook page, follow me and exit Yaffee. We had Todd Stacey come on. Some interesting stuff going on in the U.S. Senate race, in the Lieutenant Governor's race, in the Attorney General's race. So all of that we talked about and more with Todd Stacey earlier on. That interview was up. Then, yes, I did the Sunday News Show's recap. It was dominated mostly by cuts from President Trump because he did an interview with Meet the Press and ended it early, walked off because he was kind of frustrated. So if you missed that, the podcast of those segments will be up on the website, WVNN.com, or anywhere the podcasts are available. Appreciate you listening to the show. Thanks to Walker for producing. The Vince Show is next. I'll be back tomorrow at the same time. See you then.
The Yaffee Program.
Hey there, I'm Paula Pan. I help people make the smartest money decisions possible.
If you don't control your money, it controls you.
Yeah, you're not in control of your finances and you have to look outside of yourself to live the life that you want. You're not in control. You're like,
what is it that you actually want? Money should follow the dreams and goals, because sometimes we make the dream and goal the money and you've overworked yourself and you've exceeded what you've needed for the actual thing you want. Sometimes we forget, what's the actual thing you want?
Afford anything. Follow and listen on your favorite platform. Hey there, I'm Paula Pan. I help people make the smartest money decisions possible.
If you don't control your money, it controls you.
Yeah, you're not in control of your finances and you have to look outside of yourself to live the life that you want. You're not in control. You're like,
What is it that you actually want? Money should follow the dreams and goals, because sometimes we make the dream and goal the money, and you've overworked yourself and you've exceeded what you've needed for the actual thing you want. Sometimes we forget, what's the actual thing you want?
Afford anything. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.